Well, now that you're a bit more comfortable, Victoria said, still smiling, seeming happy. Let's ask you a few questions. We'll start off with, what happened during the 3 days that you were inside of that egg? What? I replied, completely shocked. 3 days? You're telling me we were in that thing for 3 days? Well, I didn't stutter. You were in for 3 days. Technically, I suppose it's more 2 3/4. But roundabouts, you see. Oh, that's just great. So I've been missing for 3 days. I'm sure no one who knows me is freaking out at all. Oh, don't you worry your little head, Victoria replied. They'll stop worrying about you eventually. But for the time being, you're going to be staying here with me. You see, you and your 2 friends here have a wide range of tests that we have to run. You see, the information that could be provided by these tests is, well, inexpensible. Inside of you could hold the secrets to the nanite revolution, to all of my dreams and goals. And so, you see, leaving really isn't an option, because now we have all sorts of fun to have. And I've had a great deal of new equipment delivered here, just for this instance. The secrets to everything I want are locked inside of those bodies of yours. Now, I wasn't going to pull myself apart to find the secrets. You know, I kind of like me, and the whole being alive thing, and not in agonizing pain. But I'm not as fond of you guys, so I think you'll do just fine. But if you play nice, I'll at least make sure you're anesthetized for the procedures. Well, that is, if we can anesthetize you. I'm not exactly sure it can be done. Honestly, I'm not exactly sure what you are, other than exactly what I need, she said. All of the individuals surrounding us pointing weapons. Yeah, this was looking bad. There's no way I'm going to be able to fight my way out of this. Or could I? The truth was, I didn't really know. I was getting way more information than I knew what to do with. But what else has changed? Am I stronger, faster, more durable? Even if I am, does that mean I'm strong enough to take them? Even if I'm unarmed? And I don't even have the advantage of Titan's weaponry anymore. It's just me. And Titan, well, Titan just got a brand new body. Currently, as I looked at her, she was having trouble standing. So having a fight to the death wasn't something that I imagined she'd be faring well with. Emily might be able to handle herself, but still, would that be enough? And what did the nanites even do to her? Is she getting the same thing as me? There are way too many questions in the air. And currently all the probabilities were pointing to a very bad outcome. You're not going to be experimenting on us, Titan said, walking a little bit closer to me. You're going to be letting us go. Victoria laughed. Wow, you certainly do have a sense of humor. I never expected that from someone who used to be a motorcycle. So I'll humor you. Why in the world would I let you go? This is the part where you better have a good answer, she said, taking a lollipop out of a small fanny pack that she had on her side and putting it in her mouth. Well, anytime now. You are trying to keep us because you want information on nanites, right? That's what all of those supposed scary tests are supposed to be about. But as I've recently calmed down a bit and started thinking things over, some new information has come to light. Ooh, new information, you say? And where exactly would this new information come from? Victoria replied. Oh, well, that's simple. It comes from the believer. I don't really know how, but somehow during this whole process, he managed to, well, implant my mind with some memories that I've recently been able to grasp. After I stopped panicking, it came to, including some information specifically for you. Ooh, now you're starting to pique my interest. But you aren't just trying to play a little game with me, are you? Offer me what you think I want, get out of here. I'm sorry, but if you are, that won't work out for you, Victoria replied, waving her lollipop a little bit. No, it's nothing like that. It's a bargain. You see, the believer knew that this situation would happen, that you'd want the secrets to nanite tech to push forward your progress, and that you probably want to rip us apart for it. So he gave me some information, and along with that information, the knowledge that I'd be able to cut a deal with it. For whatever reason, I seem to have the funny idea or belief that you'll agree to the deal and let us go. I'm basically sure of it. I don't really know why, I just am. So, you expect me to believe that the believer planted you with some sort of information, and that this information is so valuable that I'd let 3, not just 1, but 3, highly evolved, nanite super enhanced, possible enemies just walk right out of the door. This had better be some damn good information, Victoria said. So, go ahead, speak up. Titan sighed a bit. You haven't agreed to the deal yet. I need your word and your handshake. We have to confirm the deal. I give you the information, and in exchange, myself, Jax, and Emily walk free. This is a one-time only deal as well. It only guarantees our safe passage and that you won't try to recapture us anytime soon. But if we meet up again somewhere else or come into conflict in some other way, you're free to do as you see fit. If you're still interested, try to recapture us then. But for the time being, you'll let us be. So what gives you the idea that I won't just agree to the deal and kill you anyways? Pull you apart to get the information that I want, and this little secret you're keeping on top of it, Victoria said, placing the lollipop back in her mouth and putting her hands on her hip, cocking her head a bit, seeming almost disgruntled that Titan would suggest that she'd just honor the deal, not try something tricky. Once again, I don't know why, but that part did actually come with another message. This one I can tell you without the deal. The specific words are, remember what your father taught you. Instant gratification is not the same as maximum profit. Whether you are wicked or good does not matter. Those whose deals cannot be trusted will never truly find real profit. So whether you are an angel or the devil himself, you must honor the deal. At that point, Victoria got a very disgruntled look on her face, peering at Titan with her brows furled. Well, don't you just know a lot? This sudden outburst of knowledge of things that you couldn't possibly know actually piques my interest a bit. And, as well, it does reassure me that you were given information from the believer. Information that he thought was valuable enough to buy your freedom, at least momentarily, even in this situation where I basically could have everything that I want already here. No, you have the hope that everything you want is already here, Titan replied. Truth be told, you know as well as we do that there's no guarantee that you'll be able to get any information out of us. In fact, it's highly probable that you won't. Remember, trying to gather information about your own nanites was highly difficult to even consider. You've had no luck at it. Who's to say the extreme measures that you're thinking about trying on us will be any more effective? You could kill us all and still end up with nothing. So, what I'm offering you is actually a better deal. It's the key to pushing your technological research into nanites to the next level. The way to fix your problem. Guaranteed information in exchange for freedom. Victoria crossed her arms for a moment as she glared at Titan, rolling the lollipop around in her mouth, beginning to tap her foot a bit as she thought it all over, before grasping the handle of the lollipop and biting down into it, a single crunch, and pulling out a bare stick. Fine, she said, walking up and extending her hand towards Titan. It's a deal. If the information that you provide proves to be exceptionally useful, then the three of you are guaranteed freedom. I will not pursue you or make any attempts to recapture. This is, in essence, only a ceasefire agreement. You have 24 hours from the moment that you walk out of those doors. After that, it's all fair game. If I come for you, you better not have anything to say about it. 24 hours. Is that enough? Titan smiled, extending her hand and clasping it with Victoria's. Agreed, she said as they shook on the bargain. Okay, so, spill it, Blondie. What's the secret to nanotech? The one that even I, the one who invented it, doesn't know.